Dear students, very good morning to all of you. This is Durgesh Kumar Pandey, your history teacher. Students, in my previous class, I had discussed about the Jain Dharma. In Jain Dharma, we had discussed about the Tirthankars. There are 24 Tirthankars totally in Jain Dharma. The first was Rishabdev, who was the founder of the Jain Dharma also, but the real founder of the Jain Dharma was Mahavir Swami. Mahavir Swami was the 24th numbers of Tirthankars of Jain Dharma. Jain Dharma. Students, the 23rd was Parshvanath, who was the son of Kasi Naresh Ashosen. Later we had discussed about the two sects, main difference between the two sects of Jain Dharma. The two sects were Shwetambar and Digambar. Now students, today I am going to discuss with you all the main teachings of Jainism. The main teachings of Jainism. What is the main teachings of Jainism? Students, the first is the entire world is animated. The Jain Dharma believes that the entire world is animated. First thing, the entire world is animated. Students, the entire world is animated, like stones, rocks, animals, plants and insects. Each and everything which are in the world, entire worlds are animated, like even rocks, stones, animals, water, plant, etc. Each and everything in entire worlds were animated. Each and everything. Jain Dharma believes that each and everything in entire worlds are animated, even rocks, stones, animals, water, plants, etc. Students, and water. Jain Dharma believes that they have a life. Jain Dharma believes that they have life. Although they were rocks, stones, animals, water, plants, etc. They all have life. They all have life. And second main teaching of Jainism, that no injury to living beings, especially to humans, animals, plants and insects. No injury to anyone, especially humans, animals, plants and insects. Plants and insects. According to the Jain Dharma, the main teaching is the ahimsa. Each and every peoples should be or must be followed the rule of ahimsa. Ahimsa. So, according to ahimsa, no injury to be occurs to anyone, although they were humans, they are animals, plants, or insects. Neither than. So, the devotion towards all these. So, devotion towards the all these. In fact, the principles of ahimsa, the principles of ahimsa emphasized within the Jainism. In fact, principles of ahimsa emphasized in Jainism, emphasized in Jainism students, emphasized in Jainism. The fact principle of ahimsa, no injury, emphasized in Jainism, no injury to make. If I repeat the main teachings, the entire world is animated, even rocks, stones, animals, water, plants. Jain Dharma believes that they have a life. So, no injury to occurs, especially or humans, animals, plants, insects. Jain Dharma believes that ahimsa paramo dharma, ahimsa emphasized in Jainism. The cycle of birth and rebirth take place on their karma. Jain Dharma also believes Jain Dharma also believes in birth and rebirth occur on their karma. Students, this can be attained only by renouncing the world. It can't be attained only by renouncing the world. Therefore, a monastic existence is necessary conditions of salvation. Monastic existence is necessary conditions of salvation. This can be attained This can be attained by renouncing the world, by renouncing the world, therefore monastic existence, monastic existence is a necessary conditions of salvation, is a necessary conditions of salvation. Students, I repeat the main teachings of Jainism. Again, the entire world is animated, even rocks, stones, animals, water, plants, etc. They have a life. According to the Jainism, no injury to occurs anyone, especially humans, animals, plants, and insects. Third one, in fact, the principles of ahimsa emphasized in Jainism. Jain Dharma also believes in birth and rebirth occurred on their karma. This can be attained by renouncing the world. Therefore, monastic existence is a necessary condition of salvation. Students, now I am going to discuss with you all the next topic of this chapter, that is rules for Jain monks. What kinds of rules that were practiced by the monks of Jain? जो जैन भिक्षु थे उनके द्वारा किस प्रकार के कठिन नियमों का पालन किया जा रहा था, हम लोग उसके बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे. रूल्स फॉर जैन मॉन्क्स. रूल्स फॉर जैन मॉन्क्स. स्टूडेंट्स, रूल्स फॉर जैन मॉन्क्स. What kinds of rules practiced by Jain monks? First, to abstain from killing. First rules for Jain monks: to abstain from killing. यानी कि जो रूल फॉलो करना था, पहला रूल जो था इनका, अहिंसा के रूल को फॉलो करना था. टू एब्सटेन फ्रॉम किलिंग, यानी हिंसा से दूर रहो. सेकेंड, टू एब्सटेन फ्रॉम स्टीलिंग. टू एब्सटेन फ्रॉम स्टीलिंग. To abstain from stealing. The second rules for the Jain monks: if you are find out the guilty, to abstain from in involving any kinds of steal, then you are not eligible candidate to be the Jain monks. So for Jain monks it is very necessary that to abstain from stealing. It is also a necessary things that each and every persons or its Jain monks, otherwise not any Jain monks. Each and every persons in the world should abstain from stealing, killings. Next, to abstain from lying. To abstain from lying. Next, to abstain or to observe celibacy. To observe celibacy. Students. Next, to abstain from possessing property. To abstain from possessing property. To abstain from possessing property. The teachings of Mahavira were recorded by his disciples. The teachings of teachings of Mahavira recorded by his disciples. The teachings of Mahavira recorded by his disciples. In what kinds of languages they recorded? कौन सी लैंग्वेज थी जिसमें महावीरा के द्वारा दिए गए जितने भी प्रीच थे, जितने भी सर्मन्स थे, उनको रिकॉर्ड करा गया. द लैंग्वेज वर यूज बाय महावीरा एंड हिज डिसिपल्स who they are going to record each and everything. The language were Pali, Prakrit, Tamil and Telugu or Sanskrit. These were the languages which were used by his disciples to record their preach. Students, after that, many stonic sculptures connected within the Jain traditions have been recovered from several sites. Many types of stones have been found out, which were the evidences through which we get information, lots of information about the Jaina Dharma. They were find out from the several sites. Now students, after the rules for Jain monks, we are going to study about the Buddhism. So in Buddhism, first we would like to introduce with you all about the founder of Buddhism, they were the गौतम बुद्धा. वो गौतम बुद्धा थे. गौतम बुद्धा के बारे में आज हम लोग इस क्लास में डिस्कस करेंगे, जहां से बुद्धिज्म स्टार्ट हुआ. गौतम बुद्धा. स्टूडेंट्स, गौतम बुद्धा, द चाइल्डहुड नेम ऑफ गौतम बुद्धा और बुद्धिज्म. यहां से हम लोग स्टार्ट करने जा रहे हैं बुद्धिज्म और बौद्ध धर्म. The childhood name of Gautam Buddha was Siddharth. Siddharth was born in 563 BC in Lumbini. Lumbini is in Nepal. Near Kapilvastu. Students, about the birthplace of Lord Buddha, we get information through the Rumindei inscriptions, which were the inscriptions of Asoka. From the Rumindei inscriptions, we get information about the birthplace of Lord Buddha. Students, after that, his parents Suddhodhan Suddhodhan and Mahamaya Devi, Maya Devi was his parents. Was his parents. Next, he belongs from the Sakya clan. He belongs from the Sakya clan. Sakya clan. So that he was also known, he is also known as Sakya Muni. Sakya clan, so he is also known as Sakya Muni. Known as Sakya Muni. Students, Sakya Muni. Students, he married with a gorgeous lady. The name of that lady was Yasodhara. He married with Yasodhara and has a son, and he had a son. The name of the son was Rahul. Rahul was his son, and Yasodhara was his wife. Students, after that, students, he enlightened in Bodh Gaya. He enlightened in Bodh Gaya, he enlightened in Bodh Gaya and first preached at Sarnath, and first preached in Sarnath, Varanasi. Sarnath is also known as Risipattanam. Sarnath also known as Risipattanam. सारनाथ को ऋषिपत्तनम के तौर पर भी जाना जाता है. Students, we all will discuss the remaining topics of this chapter in our next video before discussing some points. The some points of Lord Buddha, regarding the Lord Buddha, that were his last preached is in Vaisali. Last sermon of Lord Buddha in Vaisali. First preached in Sarnath and last preached in Vaisali. In this sermon, he requests to his disciples that he want to go कुशीनगर for the nirvana. ये निर्वाण की प्राप्ति के लिए कुशीनगर जाना चाहते हैं। कुशीनगर एंड पावापुरी। जैसा मैंने महावीर के बारे में बताया, महावीर स्वामी ने अपने प्राणों का त्याग पावापुरी में किया। पावापुरी में किसका शासन था? मल्ल डायनेस्टी का शासन था। और कुशीनगर में जहाँ पर गौतम बुद्ध ने अपने शरीर का त्याग किया, वो भी मल्लों का ही वंश था, मल्ल डायनेस्टी का ही रूल था, जो कुशीनगर था, कुशीनारा जिसको बोलते थे। कुशीनारा के मल्ल और पावापुरी के मल्ल, यही दोनों जगह, ये जो ग्रेटेस्ट थिंकर्स थे, इन दोनों को निर्वाण की प्राप्ति हुई। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ विद दिस स्टेटमेंट्स आई एम गोइंग टू, ही डाइड इन 483 AD, sorry, BC. He died in 483 BC in Kushinagar. In Kushinagar. With this statement, students, I am going to end this session here. We will meet in next video, in next class. Thank you, students. Thank you very much.